The fashion show, an exclusive event most of us glimpse only in the pages of a magazine or on our phones. In this exhibition, curated by Vogue, we get a spot in the front row of fashion history.
And it was through a fearless exploration of British history and sexual...
Designers, the show argues, don't just present collections, but a commentary on society, from Vivienne Westwood's Punk to Patrick Kelly, who put racist imagery on the runway to confront America's history. Chioma Nnadi, the head of British Vogue, says the best shows are pieces of theatre.
A great fashion show has you on the edge of your seat and there's like a visceral reaction. I think about some of those McQueen shows like Voss, and that moment in one of the shows where Shalom Harlow is being spray painted by two robots, and you see it in this scale and it's incredible. It's definitely moving.
At the Savoy Hotel, London, a French fashion show by that foremost of French designers, Christian Dior.
The early fashion parades of the 1940s and 50s were strictly formal affairs, attended by royalty. Now shows are streamed globally, and influencers are as important as fashionistas. This is the catwalk as clickbait. In the world of content, brands spend spectacular sums on iconic moments. Chanel once closed Paris Fashion Week with a rocket launch. This year, Christian Louboutin hired a pool and French Olympic synchronized swimmers to show off his shoes.
It's COP29 at the moment.
Yeah.
Fashion shows are gigantic productions, fashion editors flying around the world to see them. It is a huge consumption of money and carbon. Does that fit with the times?
Could say that about many big events that happen in the world. I mean, concerts, like Taylor Swift's concerts, they use carbon. But I do feel that if they're able to broadcast to a bigger audience, then they have a purpose. I've been to several shows that Demna at Balenciaga has done, and there is a very dystopian show that he staged that was very much reflective of what's happening in climate change, and the runway was completely flooded, and it's a very uncomfortable feeling, but he brings what's happening outside in the world into the runway.
The fashion show has survived for more than 100 years. It still has power. Whether you believe catwalk collections change society or are just escapism, this show argues the runway still has a lot further to run.